My mother. My childhood. I want them back.
After almost a decade, we are returning to the world of Mad Max. Furiosa is in theaters today. It's George Miller's follow-up to Fury Road, and this time Anya Taylor-Joy takes over for Charlize Theron. She plays a young Furiosa fighting to return home, while Chris Hemsworth plays the warlord in her way. CBC's Eli Glasner gave the former movie, Fury Road, a full 5 stars when it came out in 2015, and now he's back to see if the spin-off is just as thrilling. Now, I know you love Fury Road.
I did.
But you've been kind of hating on these remakes and redos and sequels
Guilty
and stuff.
as charged.
So what about Furiosa? Does it live up to the hype?
You've got me caught in my own trap. So yes, Furiosa is existing in a world we've already visited, back to the wasteland, telling the story of how a girl became the woman who was Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron in that wonderful 2015 film. So yeah, more sequels and prequels, but Natasha, if Hollywood has to keep making sequels and prequels, then let it be something as epic and mythic and demented and mad and manic and courageous and creative as Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, bringing us back to, look at that, this world of guns and grime, desert and dust, the wasteland, the only world where you can have characters with names like Scrotus, Smeg, Toe Jam, and the History Man, the world of battle, and look at that, it's like an Iron Maiden cover that has come to life. And I will tell you, no word of a lie, I sat in the theater and I was transfixed. And when the movie ended, I stood up to leave and I was limping. And I think I was so enraptured that I just froze because I wanted to take it all in. And then I was like, what? I'm broken now. I don't know why. And I'm not complaining because I was very happy.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, let's talk about the actual story then.
Yes.
Where does this story start?
So we start with young Furiosa. So we start with Furiosa as a girl, actually played by Alia Brown, and she lives there. The place, this is like a hidden paradise, this abundance, this greenery in the middle of this wasteland, this desert. Now, she is captured by some scavengers. Her mother sees what's happening, jumps on a horse, chases after. Within minutes of this movie opening, we are already off to the races. There's the mom. She catches up. Things are looking dire, and so she forces Furiosa to commit. Take a look.
Whatever you have to do, however long it takes, promise me you'll find your way home. Plant this seed. Protect the green place. Give me this one gift.
That is a heck of a gift to give a 12-year-old, now alone, now abandoned, far from home, and now the prisoner of Dr. Dementis. Let's meet that guy.
Who do we have here?
She's from a place of abundance.
What's your name? Tomorrow, I'll follow the tracks that brought you here and I'll take you home.
I know it looks like some warped version of Jesus Christ Superstar. That is Chris Hemsworth as the doctor in question with that big nose, the Svengali-like goatee. Now, what is great about Dr. Dementis, this warlord, is it takes, we know Hemsworth as a handsome, charming guy. You think of Thor. It basically weaponizes his charisma. It takes those things he can do so naturally, but now he is this maniacal sadist who is leading this gang of bikers, has captured Furiosa, and when he hears that there's another warlord, you remember from the previous film, Immortan Joe, he's got a fortress, he's got water, he's got women. Dementis wants some of that and leads his biker gang to attack. Let's take a look at that.
All in! Bring me your leaders and throw them down! You will rule with me in the splendor of a new wasteland!
He looks like a sand-swept pirate. I love it. So now you have these two warlords bashing heads, and in the middle of all that chaos and bike exhaust is young Furiosa, waiting, biding her time.
All right. Well, it's time for the review. Double-pronged question for you, Eli. What's your review? Does this movie measure up? But also, I've never seen a Mad Max movie.
Interesting.
So, and I'm
Interesting.
not saying that in any kind of snobby way. You know how people are like, I've never seen that. No. I just never saw one. So can I start with Furiosa, or do I need to go in the order?
I think you can. I think you can start with Furiosa because it starts with the wasteland, post-apocalyptic setting, and the story of this young girl. So even if you don't appreciate where it's heading, I think you'll be carried along by the story. Now, you compare this to Fury Road, it's not as propulsive because it is split into different chapters, and it is about these battling warlords. We do have some familiar characters returning, like the War Boys, those chrome-covered boys we see there in this amazing battle scene. And maybe one thing that will make you dip your toe in the waters of Mad Max, look at this scene here. This is a chase sequence that is in the middle of the film. It's like 20 minutes long. It took them 8 months. 8 months to film this amazing siege where Furiosa is on this war rig repelling invaders. There's flying paragliders dropping bombs. Now, if this was all the movie, just the spectacle and the vehicular carnage, that would be fun, but that would be shallow. But what makes this special is in the middle of it all is Anna Taylor-Joy as the woman in question, as Furiosa. And it is almost a silent movie. She barely talks. She has 30 lines, but she doesn't need anything. Look at those eyes. Her fuel is revenge. That is her high-octane, unleaded fuel source. She is a woman on a mission. That is the man that she is on a mission for, and it is a remarkable, elemental performance with her and then Dr. Dementis. These are two souls that have been warped by the wasteland, and that is what makes this such a special ride. Would you like my star rating?
Yes, please.
All right, star rating is 4.5 stars out of 5. Half a star deducted just because, yes, lack of originality, blah, 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 blah. It is a party. It is a riot. Go see it.
Plus,
I hope you enjoy it.
You got to keep your street cred. You can't be handing out these fives like nobody's business.
I can't, yeah.
All right. Eli Glasner, always fun. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.